Well, hey folks, real honestly with Jim Wrestling. Here's another countdown: 25 favorite New Japan wrestlers of 2018. And I just want to take a moment to thank every single person, whether you've been, an original subscriber to this channel, or whether you started coming to my channel just because of the New Japan reviews I was doing. That I started with Wrestle Kingdom 12 and all the way to now. Thank you guys so much for the positive feedback, positive love, and enjoying the content that is provided on this channel. I truly appreciate it. I hope I can do you proud with this list, and I want to know your favorite New Japan talents in the comments. And I also want to know, let me know what matches you're looking forward to at Wrestle Kingdom. I would really love to know that, because we're only about 5 weeks from that. Hard to believe it's been nearly a year since I've been able to review New Japan. And I've always loved Japanese wrestling from way back in the late 80s to early 90s when they were doing the tape trading and stuff like that, to a whole bunch, to just, late 90s, early 2000s Japanese wrestling. There's been just a host of great Japanese wrestling, and I'm just so glad I'm able to review it live. So anyway, here we go with this countdown. Number 25, Henare. I think Henare is a big star in the making. It's going to take time with him, but he is improving match by match by match. He's probably going to be in tag teams more going forward. But I think he can be a breakout single star. It is going to take time. I don't know if it's even going to happen in 2019. Probably going to happen in 2020, but he's going to make his mark, and he's going to do very, very well. He's come back from injury just fine, and he has been really, really good. So I can't wait to see what he does in the future. Number 24, SHOWINYO. And SHOWINYO, and I'm going to throw Rocky Romero in there too, because Rapogni 3K, they're just a great trio. Rocky is a great commentator, great manager, great wrestler. SHOWINYO are a really, really damn good team. My God, they are wonderful to watch. From the time at Wrestle Kingdom all the way to now, like, they've been basically chasing the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. Just waiting from the Young Bucks and this kind of stuff and all this and whatever. And the tossing back and forth a bit. Connemara and El Desperado have been the champions for about 4 years. Actually, it's only been a number of months, but still. SHOWINYO and Rocky Romero, when they're in the ring, it's great. Even if Rocky's just on the outside, it's hard not to love this trio. And Rocky, it's amazing. The guy really can do anything. He really can do just about anything. But yeah, SHOWINYO are a great team. And number 23, Bushi. And I'm going to throw Shingo in there. And the reason I'm going to throw them in there is because right in the short amount of time that Shingo has been in New Japan after leaving Dragon Gate, him and Bushi have just been absolutely great as a team. Shingo's great, like as, a bigger Super Junior and able to just club people to death with his clotheslines and his great quickness and great strikes. Bushi is great with the masks and the mist, paying homage to the Great Kabuki, Great Muta. I think more of the Great Muta. But still, Great Kabuki also did the mist. Really, Bushi just has the coolest style. Like, he does have the coolest masks. And he's also really good in the ring. Granted, he's the member of LIJ that's taking the most pins, but still, he is still really, really goddamn good. And him and Shingo are fantastic. They should be tag team champions at some point. I think they're actually going to win the titles at Wrestle Kingdom 13, which I think would be pretty damn cool. Now we move on to number 22, Juice Robinson. I never would have thought the CJ Parker would have made such a goddamn, or the former CJ Parker would have made such a mark in Japan. I saw the talent, but I was like, oh, there's no way. And he has. And by God, I'm so happy for him. This guy is tremendous. So fiery. So passionate for what he does. Moves so well for his size. Him and David Finlay. Yes, Fit Finlay's son. 4th generation talent. Right. 4th generation. How scary is that? That's how old I am, because I remember watching Fit Finlay during the tail end of his prime in WCW. My God, it's just great to see that David Finlay's doing so well. But anyway, Juice and Finlay are a really, really good team. Juice is absolutely a standout, great performer, the flamboyant Juice Robinson, and he also has a really cool style in the ring. He hits some good punches, yells a lot. But he has really, really good agility for his size. Juice is just a goddamn delight to watch. Number 21, Hangman Page. Yeah, Hangman Page is working for Ring of Honor currently, but also making New Japan shots. He had some breakout performances in G1, like even in defeat. He was doing really, really damn well. Hangman Page is fantastic. That guy has excelled by and large, especially in the past 6 months. But from the G1 on, just in the past few months, my God, it's like a switch has been flipped. The guy is just great. He did great at All In when he faced off against Joey Janela and the Penis Druids. Rest in Penis. That was funny. That was a fun review to do. It was a long review to do, too. Anyway, Hangman Page is really a great talent. I think he could taste championship gold in New Japan if he decides to stick around. If he does, he is going to taste some kind of championship gold, even if it's tag teams. He's going to do something really, really, really big. And wherever he goes, he's going to do so damn well. Because he's a natural at it. Now we move on to number 20. Evil. Everything is evil. Oh, hey, Evil. Only in wrestling can you say that with such endearment. Evil, one of the members of LIJ. Him and Sanada are an incredible tag team. Evil's had some big breakout performances this year. Even in defeat, that guy really does get it. And he's got such a great persona. The colorful scythe, the masks, the mood lighting, the robes, the darkness falls, everything is evil. He does have a cool style. He hits hard. He can take a whole lot of punishment and everything, and he doesn't tap out often. He does tap out, but he doesn't tap out often because he is tough, and you can't really beat Evil, even though Chris Jericho did at Power Struggle. Moving on from that, Evil is a goddamn good performer. The only reason he's ranked this low is on his own, he's fine. In tag teams, he's a whole lot better, and some of these guys are actually better outside of tag teams. That's my personal opinion, even though Evil is a very, very good performer. It's really hard to rank anybody, until you get to the top 10, it's really hard to rank anybody, from like 11 to 25 without just like mixing them up, and you could get the same damn results because there's such a depth of, talent and a wealth of talent in New Japan. Now move on to Kishida. He's a time splitter with the Back to the Future throwback and great submission and great high-flying skill. And he is so goddamn great to watch. You can get a different match out of Kishida regardless of who he wrestles, depending on what style he wants to wrestle. The guy is great. The guy has been great for a number of years. And you can tell that, he's got years ahead of him. And the guy's just still an incredible athlete and just doing so well and doing so many great things and working hard. With such a great persona, it's hard to beat that because you can get a different match out of the guy depending on who you put him in the ring against. You can actually put him in the ring against somebody like, I don't know, you put him in the ring against somebody like ACH and you get 3 different matches because that's just the type of versatile performer Kishida is. Now move on to number 18, Tama Tonga. I love Tama Tonga. I like Tonga Loa also. He's really come a long way since Camacho. But Tama Tonga, the trash talking, the ability in the ring, the gun stun is such a beautiful maneuver. Hits it with such precision. And that guy moves so goddamn fast for his size. Not that he's a big guy, but he's tall. And he hits really, really hard. He's great awareness and just the way he moves around the ring and everything. You tell how Ku taught him well. Tama Tonga is really good, and the trash talking and all that stuff's just an added bonus. The guy is really goddamn good. Number 17, ACH. ACH has been good since the Ring of Honor days. Him and Taguchi were a great team in the Super Junior Tag League tournament. The rugby stuff was just delightful, but ACH, that guy's just great. I mean, I got one of his t-shirts in my closet, the Fuck Racism Watch Wrestling shirt. Which is absolutely one of my happiest purchases. I'm so glad. That's one shirt that I'm always going to be glad that I own because it's such a great message. Fuck racism, but also watch wrestling. ACH is just great though. He's strong but agile. He moves like a goddamn cat, but can hit like a freight train. He's really damn good, but he gets the comedy aspect of it. He's a complete package. ACH is really, really, really good. And then we move on to number 16, Jeff Cobb. And I love Jeff Cobb. I got to meet Jeff Cobb at the Defy Northwest Wrestling Show. I may have mentioned that once or about 10 times since that's happened. Jeff Cobb, one, really, really nice guy, really down to earth, really great to see live. I've been impressed with his stuff since he was Matanza in Lucha Underground. I mean, I'm sure it still is, but being able to see him out of the mask, it gives me more of an appreciation for him. The guy is just really, really good, and his agility and his strength. He picked up, I believe it was Brody King. He picked up a guy who's pretty damn tall and a pretty solid guy, and just picking him up and like throwing him. It just shows the strength and the ability of Jeff Cobb, and my God, just the body control he has and how good he is in the ring. Just Jeff Cobb's just great to watch. That match he had against Goto at the G1 special in San Francisco in July was really damn good. Like, that was a really good match that I think a few too many people, shit on, and they really shouldn't. Or at least that's the perception I got. I really did enjoy the match because it was two guys having a match over the never openweight title, two hard-hitting guys that, hard-hitting guys for a different, a different variety. But two guys who go out there and have a classic match, and they really did. It was good and hard-hitting. And I got to tell Jeff Cobb that, and he actually appreciated it. But Jeff Cobb just really is a wrestler's wrestler, but he also gets the entertainment aspect of it, but he is just so goddamn good and so goddamn natural in the ring. Number 15, Yuji Nagata. Yeah, he's ranked a little bit high, you might think, for somebody who's 50 years old or almost 51 years old, and deserves another title run. I don't care if it's a never open weight, the Intercontinental, the US, or even the IWGP Heavyweight title. I don't think it'll be the IWGP Heavyweight title again, but never open weight title, I'd like to see that. He deserves another title run before he officially hangs it up, or before it's just him relegated to nothing but tag matches because he can't carry a singles match anymore. Nagata still has it. Even with years in the business, decades in the business, the guy is fucking amazing. Been a fan of Yuji Nagata since the 90s. The guy just fucking gets it. He is so hard hitting. That arm submission that he does where he just his eyes roll in the back of his head and I can't do that stuff. That's great stuff, but he hits so goddamn hard. And you just look at the guy and you can tell just as weathered as he is, he proves that age is just a goddamn number, and he hits so damn hard. He's so goddamn good. God, I want Yuji Nagata to get another title reign before he hangs it up. Please make it happen, New Japan. Why the hell would anybody from New Japan be watching this show? If you are, if you work for New Japan, you're watching this show, please tell the higher-ups that fans want Yuji Nagata to have a title run. Or at least this fan does. Because Yuji deserves it. But yeah. Nagata's great and has been great for a number of years. Then we move on to number 14. You might be shocked he's this low. Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega won me over earlier this year. Because I was able to finally see just what all the hype was about. I'd seen some of his matches before, but being able to see it live and react to people and this kind of stuff. I mean, not obviously see him live in person. I've never been to Japan yet. Probably won't be anytime soon. But Kenny Omega did win me over. I can see why people think he's excellent. He is very, very good in the ring, has delivered some classic matches. There are certain things I don't care about when it comes to his character. I don't think he's a bad guy by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm ranking him a little bit lower because if you take him out of like some of the big matches, Like the G1, it was pretty cool to see him in the G1. Him to finally take the title from Okada. Him to face off against Jericho at Wrestle Kingdom and defend his U.S. title, losing it to Jay White at New Beginning in Sapporo. Omega's had a bit of an up-and-down career, which is on and up now because he's the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. But I do like Omega. I respect Omega, but I got others that I'm ranking above him. I enjoy Omega's work and can certainly see why people love what he does, and I think he's perfect fit for New Japan and that style. But I got others I'm ranking above him. And I'm going to go with Jay White. Jay White, at first I wasn't sure what it was. Because his match with Tanahashi was at Wrestle Kingdom 12 was decent. Not great. They didn't really have the best chemistry. When he shockingly beat Omega for the U.S. title, I was so shocked. I was like, oh my God, what the heck's happening? He had some good matches. An underrated classic against Hangman Page at Strong Style Evolved. And then he lost it to Juice Robinson at the G1 special. He had a great showing in the G1. Jay White is just really good. Now he's, part of Bullet Club and everything, and breathes with the Switchblade. Him and Goto are a really, really good duo and stuff like that. Jay White is such a perfect goddamn dick. Perfect dick Kiwi, which I know probably is something you shouldn't Google. In fact, I'm fairly certain it isn't, but he's just such a perfect persona as how he portrays himself as a dick. He's gotten better in the ring. I like his style in the ring, Blade Runner, all that. His being a true heel and embracing it and everything. It's hard to do in this day and age, hard for some people to do. He does it. and he does it well. And I can't wait for that match that he has with Okada at Wrestle Kingdom 13. That's why I got Jay White just a bit above you. I think Jay White has had a really, really good year. And then we go to number 12, Will Osprey, the aerial assassin who's currently dealing with an injury, and hopefully he recovers from that. Will Osprey, you can't watch a Will Osprey match and not be in awe and also cringe. Like at Sakura Genesis, when he nearly tore his goddamn head off doing that apron spot against Marty Scurll. Remember that? Remember when everybody just collectively cringed and collectively was like, he's dead? Or how the hell is his scalp attached? Good God, what the hell is Osprey doing? That was insane. Osprey is an absolutely amazing talent to watch in the ring. I just hope that he slows down his style a bit, because I'm worried that even at his age, he's going to do so much damage to his body. But God, the guy is so goddamn fun to watch. You can't watch a Will Osprey match, and without, cringing a little bit, because you don't know what the hell he's going to do or what the hell he's going to jump off of. But my God, you just can't take your eyes off of Will Osprey. Derek, you stop that, because I know what you're thinking. Friend of mine, one of the OGs that I followed on Twitter. He's a big Osprey fan. But Osprey is really, really, really goddamn good. So fucking good. I do hope he recovers from that injury. Now we move on to number 11, Hirooki Goto. Goto is great. Goto is like my co-MVP. If I hand out co-MVPs, he'd be the co-MVP of New Japan this year. Always can be relied on to deliver a great match, hard-hitting. The guy made the never openweight title matter, and I'm not saying the Suzuki didn't make the title matter, but after Goto won it from Suzuki, Goto held it for a bit, then dropped it to Elgin, and then won it back from Elgin. Then wrestled Cobb at G1, or the G1 special in San Francisco, dropped it to Taichi, and then Taichi was going to face off against Osprey, and then Osprey got injured, and then Goto won it back from Taichi. So Goto's this is his third reign with the never openweight title this year. He has made the title matter quite a bit. It does seem kind of special. I think the never openweight title, there's a couple too many titles in Japan, but I give Goto credit. He has taken on all challengers. He's going to challenge Kota Ibushi. He's offered him the next title shot and everything, and that's going to be great. That's going to take place on December 9th. That's going to be really fun. But Goto, I love his theme, because his theme reminds me of a lot of RPG boss battles, and then I just feel like maybe trying to buy a PS4 and then just getting Suikoden 2 on the PS4 store and just playing that, and I could probably still beat the goddamn game blindfolded, because I beat that game so many goddamn times. Suikoden 2 and Suikoden 5 are the best of the series. This has gone off topic. Whole point is Goto has an awesome theme and an awesome persona in the ring. Great ability, hard strikes and everything. That GTR just slams people on his knee. Their necks on his knee. Ouch. Goto's just really cool. I really don't think Goto quite gets the credit that he deserves. Then we move on to number 10, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, current IWGP US champion. Cody, who for a while was a thorn in Omega's side, and had a great match with him at the G1 at the Cow Palace, G1 special in July. Faced off against Kota Ibushi at Wrestle Kingdom 12 in a horrifying, crossroads off the apron, because Kota hates his own goddamn neck so much. Cody has really just, oh my God, I'm so happy he left WWE. Look at what he's been able to do since leaving. Been able to be an Impact, Ring of Honor, UK, all over the world. Have some great moments in New Japan. The reason I'm ranking Cody so high is because I like watching Cody in the ring. I know he's not everybody's cup of tea. I can see why maybe some people don't like him, but I do. I think Cody is great, and he's finally able to shine and show what he can do. And not be, with a whole bunch of weird makeup on his face. Unless he wants to put, some makeup on his face to promote a feud, like how Chris Jericho does. Cody is just a joy to watch in the ring. And he can play face or heel, doesn't really matter. He can play face in one promotion, heel in another promotion. It's absolutely wonderful. Just amazing. Number 9, Sanada, the Cold Skull. And God, I want him to beat Okada at the February show that they did. I think it was New Beginning in Osaka. I think it was. Some of the events blend together, so apologies. I believe it took place in early February. But it was a really damn good match, and God, I wanted Sanada to win so damn bad. I got why he didn't. Oh, they had me. They got me. They got me like to buy into where he almost had it and they didn't win. But Sanada, Sanada and Evil are a great team. Sanada on his own is great. Sanada's world class. Wasn't used the best in Impact. He wasn't used horribly, but he wasn't used to the best of his ability. And he did everything that he needed to do to get back to Japan. And he's been just such a great star since. The guy makes everything look effortless. He'll do a dive over the top and just land on his feet and just like, just hit somebody and just hits them. And it just lands on his feet like, oh, look at that. I was able to do that. Yeah, Sonata's just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing to watch. You can't really watch a Sanada match and find that many flaws in it, if any. Guy's just great. Guy's great as a tag star or a single star. To me, he's a more breakout star than Evil is as far as a single star. That's my opinion. That's not knocking Evil. But Sanada is just great to watch no matter what match he's having. And then we go to number 8, Hiroshi Tanahashi, the ace of New Japan. I had to put him on here. I had to. I almost put him number 1. But I didn't put him number 1. I put him number 8. From his time losing the Intercontinental title, to Minoru Suzuki at New Beginning and Sapporo, I think that was day 1? Not day 1-ish. Where Suzuki just wrecked his knee, and the referee finally called for the bell because Tanahashi would not tap out, and then Tanahashi took some weeks off to recover because Tanahashi carried that goddamn company on his back. I'm not saying other talents didn't work really, really damn hard, but he was a beacon of hope to that company. And I gotta be honest, I almost hope he beats Omega. I actually hope he beats Omega at the Tokyo Dome, Wrestle Kingdom 13, so he can have one more run with glory and have the title and everything. Because it'd be interesting to see if he would. And then maybe Okada can beat him, or Jay White can beat him. That'd be interesting. There's a lot of possibilities. The possibilities are endless. Tanahashi, though, you can always rely on him, even broken down and with scar tissue in one of his arms, because he didn't take time off because of a bicep tear. He has just been absolutely great. And folks, I will be right back. All right, folks, apologies for that. Just had to take a quick little break there to work on my throat. You may have noticed I've been kind of like clearing my throat a little bit, doing a little bit of coughing, allergies, and I also, for those of you who don't know, I wrecked my throat last year when I got really, really sick and lost like 25 pounds. So sometimes it'll come and go on this, so I do apologize for that. But anyway, Tanahashi is absolutely amazing to watch, even at this stage of his career where you wonder if he really can go. He just keeps pulling that out. And the fact that he was a G1 winner and him and Kota Ibushi had an incredible match in the finals was absolutely great. Speaking of Kota, number 7 is Kota Ibushi. That man will dive off anything, hate his own goddamn neck, and he loves Kenny Omega. I mean, really, do you really need anything else other than that? Okay, I'll give you more. He's a goddamn lovable goof who likes to dive off shit. Kota Ibushi is great. He's one of those guys that makes it look effortless, and he's proof that age is just a number. The guy's, I think, like a year younger than I am. I mean, well, I think he's 36 right now. So he might be almost 2 years younger than I am, because I'm almost 38. But watching Kota, you would think he's in his freaking mid-20s. But the guy's just so goddamn great, and the matches he's had are spectacular. The guy will just dive off of anything. I forget, it was one of the shows like earlier this year, but there was this one staging part where there were it was like this floor level. He had to go up these stairs through this exit door and go up these stairs and dive off this balcony. But he looked up at the balcony, he looked at his opponents, he's like, yep. He went there and he went and dived off the goddamn thing because Kota Ibushi's insane. But Kota's so goddamn lovable, but so goddamn good in the ring, and so goddamn likable and insane. Can't help but put him here on this list at number 7. Kota Ibushi is absolutely goddamn wonderful. But number 6, Zack Sabre Jr. Taka Michinoku, not going to try to do his introduction, but just him introducing Zack Sabre Jr. is great. Zack Sabre Jr., I'm so glad him and Kota did not sign with WWE. Could you imagine what they would have had them doing? My God, it would have been ridiculous. Just because their styles didn't fit. even with the 205 Live mold as it is now, or NXT, it just wouldn't have fit. And I love Zack Sabre Jr. I was impressed with Zack Sabre Jr. before he got in the Cruiserweight Classic, and ever since he's done so goddamn well. Zack Sabre Jr. is fucking amazing to watch. He can pretzel his opponents. He doesn't have a lot of mass, but just the way he can manipulate joints and beat people up and just twist people up. I'm like, I have no goddamn idea how he's able to do this. And he's able to do this. It's almost like an octopus strangling somebody. It's fucking wonderful watching Zack Sabre Jr. wrestle. Zack Sabre Jr. is just amazing. It really, nothing more can be said. His match with Okada at Sakura Genesis was great after he had just previously won the New Japan Cup. Sabre Jr. that is, not Okada, because then Okada would face himself, and it would be Okadaception, and we would all lose our collective minds from all the rainmaking and all the balloons and all the streamers and all the Okada bucks. This review got off this countdown got off topic, but anyway, Zack Sabre Jr. is a delight to watch. And really, I believe he's facing Ishii at Tomohiro Ishii at Wrestle King. I think it's at Wrestle Kingdom 13. It's either then or it's on the 9th, the World Tag League Finals, December 9th. Either way, that's going to be a great match. They've had great matches before. Zack Sabre Jr. is just he's a great throwback, a great goddamn delight to watch. Great mat wrestler, just so classic. Number 5, Hirono Takahashi. Please don't let the rumors be true that Hiromu is going to have to retire and not come back to wrestling. I mean, I want him to be healthy. I don't want him to get back in the ring if he's not 100% and recovered from the neck injury. And he's still months away. But these are the rumors that he might not be able to come back in the ring. And that'd be such a shame. It'd be such a shame. Because Hiromu is such a delight. Daryl needs to work on getting him healthy. Daryl's a stuffed cat, by the way. Yes, he's a stuffed cat. Don't think too much into it. Japan, that's all I gotta say. I need to get myself a Daryl plush at some point. Gotta check Amazon after this video. But anyway, Hiromu is great to watch. When he won the Best of Super Juniors tournament, that was great, beating Taiji Ishimori and then beating Will Osprey soon after. I was like, oh great, look at him. He's got Mr. Belt back. He's so happy. Daryl's happy. Daryl is a champion again also. And then an unfortunate injury in that match with Dragon Lee at G1 Special. I'm not going to knock Dragon Lee. Apparently, if I remember right, it was like 3 to 4 matches that he had wrestled in the space of 24 to 48 hours. So yeah, Dragon Lee was probably pretty tired and stuff like that and everything. That aside, Hiromu did suffer an unfortunate injury, and it still makes me cringe just thinking about it. It was goddamn horrifying. Check out the playlist earlier if you want to get my opinions, and also one of my best friends, Cassie. You can get her opinions on like watching New Japan Special. We went in depth on it because we talked about some of the stuff because we had just watched it. But anyway, Hiromu, I hope, can come back to the ring. But, God, if you can't, I don't even want to think about it if you can't. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to make myself sad on this. He had such a great year up to that point. I have to put him this high. And he's so goddamn likable. You can't help but cheer for the guy. Number 4, Naito. Tetsuya Naito. That guy is going to be over even after he's dead like 40, 50, 60 years from now. People live in an unbelievable amount of time. So, I mean, there will be fans after I'm dead that cheer Naito. And Naito will probably, I think Naito and I are almost the same age. I think Naito's like a year younger than I am. So, shit. I mean, Naito will be talked about for decades to come. Because he's just that goddamn over. His match with Okada was a bit disappointing. Only because Naito didn't win. It was actually a really good match. His match with Jericho, when he beat Menorah Suzuki at the, I believe in Hinokuni, and they won the IWGP Intercontinental title, and they lost it to Jericho, and then he had a good run in the G1, but got knocked out because of Zack Sabre Jr. Sabre Jr. beat him. Naito's had an up and down year, but now he gets to face Jericho at Wrestle Kingdom 13. Naito is just, no matter what they do with him, creatively, whatever, he is still over. The most over of LIJ, one of the LIJ, and one of the most over people in Japan, period. It is amazing how over Tetsuya Naito is. Now we move on to Minoru Suzuki. I have nothing but praise for Minoru Suzuki. 1, because he's amazing in the ring, especially at age 50, and 2, because I don't want to die by saying anything bad about the guy. When you're hitting somebody, when you're forearming somebody or chopping somebody, and they're just laughing at you, that just has got to be, one, depressing, and two, scary. And when Minoru Suzuki's laughing, it's both, but mostly scary. Minoru Suzuki's great, though. The match he had against Goto at Wrestle Kingdom 12, when he beat Tanahashi for the Intercontinental title, held it for a couple months. His time feuding with people, any feud that he has, his feud with Ishii, like over the Rev Pro title, the Rev Pro heavyweight title, they beat the hell out of each other. They've beaten the hell out of each other. That's a feud that could go on for a while. Suzuki versus Nagata could happen again. I would love to see that. Bottom line is Minoru Suzuki is the man. He's the king. The reason he's the king of pro wrestling, not the event. You gonna tell him otherwise? I'm not going to, because again, I don't want to die. Minoru Suzuki is awesome, though. He is great to watch in the ring. And then we move on to Okada. It was so close to Okada being number one. I almost put Suzuki number one, honestly. There were the few that I tossed back and forth about being number one, but I have my reason for the person I put number one. But Okada is absolutely amazing. Lives up to every bit of hype that you've heard. He is great to watch in the ring, spectacular. He has the charisma to back it up. Hits an incredible dropkick, probably the best dropkick in the business, at least currently, in my opinion, and the opinion of a lot of people. But he had the IWGP Heavyweight title for almost 2 solid years. I think he lost it, I think it was 720 days. So I think he was like 10 days shy of having it for 2 years when he lost it in that incredible match against Kenny Omega 2 out of 3 falls at Dominion in Osaka. Since then, it's been a bit of a weird run for him. It was kind of cool how he faced off against Tanahashi at Dontaku Night 2 for the title, and because he wanted to break Tanahashi's record of 11 consecutive title defenses in a row. Consecutive in a row. I tend to repeat myself. He did that, and Tanahashi still put him over strong, and Tanahashi and Okada, now they're teaming up. There's just a whole lot of really good shit going on here with Okada. He's not going to be in the main event of Wrestle Kingdom for the first time in a while. But you know what? It's going to work out just fine. He's going to have a great match with Jay White, and I'm very interested to see what he's going to do. But I always enjoy watching Okada. Kazuchika Okada. He is really just that. He lives up to every bit of hype. But he's not number one. Number one, and my MVP of New Japan in 2018, maybe my MVP in all of wrestling, at least the promotions that I watched, Tomohiro Ishii, or Tomohiro Ishii, depending on how you pronounce it. He's got 2 I's at the end of his name, and I've heard people pronounce it both ways, so I'm going to go with Ishii. He, my God, Tomohiro, the guy hits like a fucking tank, and the guy will deliver a great match no matter what you put him in. It could be an 8-man tag, and the guy will steal the show. 6-man tag, 10-man tag. Put 20 guys out there, he'll somehow steal the show. He just will not give up. He has tapped out in a couple matches, but it doesn't happen very often. He will simply just keep going and going and going until he's finally beaten down to the point where he just can't stand anymore. And respect to Tomohiro Ishii for that. The great matches, great everything that Tomohiro Ishii has had. You really can't say anything bad about the guy. Ishii is just absolutely world class. Go watch some of his matches. You will absolutely love what you have to see. He's a tank, no neck, and he doesn't care. He's just going to hit everybody until they have no necks. But Ishii is just absolutely goddamn wonderful. I can't sing the guy's praises enough. He's number one for a big reason. I always enjoy watching Ishii wrestle. So anyway, that's what I gotta say. Who are some of your favorite wrestlers from New Japan? Agree, disagree with what I said? Like, share, subscribe. Twitter handle in the description. It's been Real Honesty with John Ritlin. We're on the road to Wrestle Kingdom, baby. I will see you soon.